the State Call Sergeant Faumuina.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
You raise your right hand, I'll swear you in. You swear or affirm under the laws of the state of Utah, penalty of perjury, that the testimony you give this matter is true, that you're Christ, Son of God.
Yes.
Good. Please have a seat up there.
Good afternoon, Sergeant. How are you?
Good.
Would you please introduce yourself to the jury by telling them your name and where you're employed?
Yes, my name is Jen Faumuina, and I'm employed with the Utah Department of Public Safety.
Would you mind spelling your last name for the record?
Yes, of course. It is spelled Faumuina.
How long have you been a law enforcement officer?
I've been an officer now for 13 years.
And what degrees do you hold?
I hold a bachelor's degree as well as a master's degree from Weber State University.
Okay. And what is your job title?
Yeah. My job title is I am a sergeant within our State Bureau of Investigation.
And if I call State Bureau of Investigation SBI, are we good with that term?
Yes.
Okay. What is your role at SBI? What do you do?
Yeah, so I supervise a team. We oversee threats, but some of the things I do, I also oversee our evidence response team as well as our 3D scanning team.
Is the 3D scanning team related to the Faro technology?
Yes, it is.
And do you have specialized training to work with Faro?
Yes.
And what would be your experience level with Faro technology?
Yeah, so I've been trained as a user for this technology as well as I'm also trained as a certified instructor for it.
Thank you. Could you explain to the jury what a Faro scan is?
Yeah, you bet. So a Faro scanner, what it is, it's like a really big, or I wouldn't say big, but it's a high precision 3D device that's placed on a tripod. And with this device, it acts similar to like a flashlight. So when you have a flashlight, you know, it's gonna illuminate things, but with this scanner instead, what it's doing, it's actually capturing what it can see, but it can only capture whatever it's, what is in their line of sight. And so once it captures all that, it's then able to create basically a 3D digital version of the scene. But however, like I said, it's only within the line of sight. So for example, if we were to capture this courtroom here, what we'll do is that we'll actually move that scanner to other areas within this courtroom so that it can capture things that were not, I guess, were out of view or were blocked in some way from other locations. And with the points or with what it's capturing, it is then able to be combined together to create this final product of what we like to call a 3D digital version of the scene so that it allows others to see it as well as view it as it existed at the time it was captured.
Okay, so to summarize, it's essentially a scanner that uses light to scan a 3D space, creates a data set that you can then use to create a digital replica in 3D of the scene at the time that it was scanned.
Yes.
Okay. I want to direct your attention to the night of July 12th, possibly the early morning of July 13th. Was SBI asked to assist American Fork PD on that day?
Yes, they were.
Specifically, were they asked to assist with performing one of these Faro scans?
Yes.
Did officers go out and use a Faro scanner to scan the scene?
Yes, they did.
And was a digital replica created thereafter?
Yes.
And who created that digital replica?
I did.
And to just be very clear, the digital replica is up the point in time where the scan is made. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
So if the police or paramedics or anyone else has already been through the scene, we're capturing the scene after that has happened.
One more time, sorry.
If the scan has happened after police or paramedics have come through the scene, we're capturing at the point in time of scanning, even if it's after all that.
Yes.
Okay. In the context of a Faro scan, what's a flyby?
A flyby is basically like the visual walkthrough of the scene, and but instead you can view it on your phone or computer instead of actually being there.
State moves into evidence Exhibit 86, the flyby of this case.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
So ordered, thank you.
Publish to the jury, please. And play when it's on their screen. Okay, go ahead. Could you back it up 1 second before it flips perspective? Yeah, right there is fine. Sergeant Faumuina, we see some yellow triangles with numbers. What are those?
Those are digital evidence markers that were superimposed into the 3D version you see here that was superimposed over the physical evidence markers on scene.
And is that just to make the evidence markers more visible on the digital replica?
Yes.
And I see a black box here. What is that?
That black box is just, it's covering the decedent.
It's essentially a redaction where the body is.
Yes.
Okay. And lastly, we see some parts on this scan that don't have color, don't have, a visual indicator. It basically looks like it's missing. Is that because the Faro scan, as you mentioned, only can scan what it sees? And
Yes.
that's just a missing part where it didn't capture something?
Yes.
Okay. We can take that down. In the context of a Faro scan, what's an aerial view?
An aerial view is almost like, it's similar to a walkthrough as well. It's just a top view of the scene.
Did you create any aerial views in this case?
Yes, I did.
Did you create an aerial view out in the street area and then an aerial view in the house area?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state moves into evidence exhibits 87 and 88.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, so ordered.
Please publish 87. Okay, what is exhibit 87?
This is the top view of the residence as well as the street view.
Okay. And then please move to 88. And what is 88?
This is the top view of the residence.
And are these the same evidence markers in black box for the body?
Yes.
Thank you. Nothing further, Judge.
Cross.
No questions.
Thank you, Ms. Stapleton.
Thank you.
May we release the witness from the subpoena?
Any objection?
No objection.
Thank you.